Hello. Autumn is well on its way. We're starting to get really cool days, but we're still picking things. Got some marrow, so that's all right. Not brilliant, and this squashes and pumpkins have been absolute pants. They're not much bigger than my fist, so we're not going to have any pumpkins and squashes to store away this winter, but it is what it is. They're just sat and sulked. But the apple tree is still producing in abundance, so at least that's something. I'm just picking it regularly as I go because I've got all the apples I needed to process. So I'm just picking what we need and giving a few away. I should be able to get apples off this tree until November, but we'll see, we'll see. We'll see what the rats and squirrels will leave me. And the greenhouse is still going, but the tomatoes are coming to the end. The basil's still coming. This cucumber's still going. This other one is got a couple here, but this one's on its last legs. Aubergines still coming and still flowering. I'll cut these off because obviously they're not going to come to anything. So I'll cut the flowers off and it'll put all its energy into ripening up the few stragglers. So if I remove the flowers, these should start to ripen up. Chilies still coming. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but they're still coming. And peppers, got some small ones, and I've got some bigger ones that are just about ripening. This one hasn't started changing colour yet, so I'll leave these for a little bit to fully mature, and then I'll pick them. And I brought in some lettuces and spring onions. I'll let them harden up for a couple of days. Well, it's going to be rainy for the next 3 days, so I'll probably not be coming in, and when I do, they should have got acclimatised to the greenhouse. And then the bottom of the tomato pots are now clear. Obviously it's still going up, and it's got the last of the tomatoes. I'll leave these to ripen up. So I'll transplant those lettuces, and there's some more coming in later to replace the basil and the aubergines and peppers, but obviously these are still going, so I don't want to pull them up. So later sowing of lettuces will do, because my Arctic King didn't germinate, and I re-sowed it and that didn't germinate either, so I bought some fresh seed today. So I'll sow this when I get home today. We should get it in time to replace the peppers and the aubergines. And the strawberries are still going. I missed this one, so I'm thinking because I eaten that one. I had a good go at that one. I know there's not enough for me to pick at, so I'm not going to try and eat that, but it's still going. They say cut your Jerusalem artichokes in September. Look at this one. If I stand next to it, you can see it's a good 50 centimeters above my head, and it's going strong. These other two are starting to yellow, so yes, I can understand that one starting to shut down. This one, I put a few small ones in one bucket to see what would happen, and this is a lot smaller. I expect not to get many decent sized Jerusalem artichokes, if any. But this one is still going strong, so I'm going to leave it. And look what's flowering. I'll find a bulb and I'll put it in this pot, and it's flowering. Yeah, the tomatoes are still going, but yeah, it looks like they've had it. I mean, they've still got little green ones on, but I think we've just about had it. And we've got the last few of the blueberries. I've had a good pick of blueberries off this plant, so I'll get a few more and I'll be happy with that. I think it's done well for this year. Unlike the figs, which didn't do very well. Well, they didn't do anything. Tiny little figs, and they never did much. And it's shutting down for the winter now, so it's not going to do anything. Same with this one. It's not going to do anything. The goji is still alive, which is the best I can say for it. Right, I've had a good pick. I've picked a lot of beetroot, some blueberries, that's the last of them really. There's some tomatoes and chilies under there, the last few. A couple of cucumbers and aubergines. Some salad stuff, so I've got kale and lettuce and watercress. Got one courgette. The other courgette, when I turned it over, it was all rotten, so that's gone. And a load of apples. I mean, they've got little blemishes, but it's only skin deep. I've been eating these they're fine. They taste fine. It's just looks a bit unsightly, so I can't give them away, which is a problem because I don't want to give manky looking apples to people. As people are used to seeing perfect apples in shops, that's what they expect to get. So when they look a little bit blemished or look a bit like that, it tastes fine, but it just looks a bit unsightly. So I've got to eat them myself. Well, for our own use it's alright, but I can't give them to friends and neighbours, which is a shame because we've got a lot on that tree. But I'll give some to other allotment holders who haven't got trees. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see.